Hi, everyone. Happy October. First day of October. October. How is everyone doing? Come on in. Happy October. How are you guys? Yeah, yes. Happy October. Happy October. Happy October. um, yeah. Happy October. Happy October. How are you guys today? Like promised, I have decided to open my stuff up to the public again. Um I've been through a lot of things, so I have decided to challenge myself to try to be a little more open. For this month of October, there's a phrase called Open October, and today is the first day of October, and I'm doing this live on this first day. Yeah. So how is everybody doing? Hi. I can't see the comment. But I see you guys are watching. Hi, Scoot. How are you? Hi, Katrina. Katrina, I see you. Katrina. So happy October again. I'm gonna start off with my affirmation. I am that I am, and I am grateful for her. I am that I am, and I'm grateful for him. My name is Katrina Parker, sign name Katrina, and I am the star of the day. I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am the first figure. I define the odd. I set new standards. I am the leader. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against me shall be able to prosper. And every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. I am a champion. I will win. It's my season. It's my season. It's my season. It's my turn. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm humble. I'm wealthy. I am strong. I am a champion. I will never be broke another day in my life. And I will live the fullest of life and all God has for me. I am a champion. I will win. It's my season. It's my season. It's my season. It's my turn. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm humble. I'm honored. I am wealthy. I am strong. And I am a champion. I am in constant state of attracting all the good and all the God that I deserve and all that I desire. I think I missed something, but that's my affirmation. So thank you for the star. I love you, cousin. Thank you for the star. So today's topic, I'm going to talk about boundaries and stepping back. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see this live clearly because I'm noticing it stays slow connection. So I'm going to try my best to make sure you guys can see me clear and are able to hear me. But hi, Tony. Hi. Hi. Katie Daniels, my kid's grandmother. How are you? Thank you for watching. Okay. Yeah. I want to talk about boundaries and stepping back. I'm not going to be on the live too long. I have a reason why. I just can't do the live too long, but I will explain. How do I start with this? Fake the line, did the line. But basically, sometimes, clearly, it's good to have boundaries, okay? It's always great, and it's very important to make sure you have boundaries, because you wouldn't know this is how you expect people to treat you and respect you, and understand your position, understand what your situation is, and things like that. Sometimes you have to step back. And I wanted to say, some people don't, I understand that you don't understand what I mean by that. Let me give you an example, real life example. This is about a year ago. This month is almost a year ago that I have been experiencing episodes that was happening often. Hold on. This live it keeps saying slow connection. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see me clear. I'm gonna check. Give me a second. Okay. So it looks pretty good. But I'm gonna keep going. So real life example. So sometimes we try to push hard to please other people, to make other people happy, or maybe to make yourself happy. And sometimes when you keep on pushing, it's like you get pushed back. Real life example. So I can make sense of it. Last year, I was dealing with car issues, like constant car issues. Something coming up. It was always something going on with my car. Car breaks down because the battery. What else? I don't know. It was something going on. The battery was the last thing I could think of, because that was the last issue with the car before it broke down. So I would always break it down, okay? But I kept on pushing. I was going to church. I was taking my son to college. I was going to the store. I kept traveling. And I did try to figure out what's wrong with the car. They say one thing, they say something else. Get this, buy this, fix, whatever. But I kept having a car issue. And then something else happened. I was dealing with my own health issue. I was having an episode, vertigo episode. Once that happened, I've had it before, but last year it came to the point where it was happening every day, and it was happening so horrible. It was happening over and over and over. And when that happened, I kept going. I kept going to church. I kept getting interactive with people, keep getting involved in events and things like that. Yes, you finally caught my live, Jamie. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much. Hi, Jamie. How are you? I can see your comment now. Thank you. Yeah. So I kept going. Now, when I was dealing with the episode, it got worse, and but I didn't want to accept the fact that I can't do anything or things like that. So then, as time goes on, it came to the point where I can't go to church anymore. I can't do a lot of things. This was the hardest thing for me, because I didn't want to miss out on anything. I don't want to miss out on connection. But when things was happening, other things started popping up. I have had some, I mean, like I said, when you make the decision to step back, I mean, allow yourself to stay numb. Allow yourself to say, enough is enough. Because if you don't step back and you know what's going on, keep pushing you back, keep showing something keep happening, keep popping up, but you keep, you hard headed, okay, and you kept going. You be like, nah, I'm good, I'm doing all of it. God is gonna push you right back. He's gonna make you sit down. And that's what he did to me, because I didn't notice a lot of the things that was happening at that time. I was just trying to stay connected. I was just trying to serve. I was just trying to do what I want to do. Okay? Not for like real selfish reason, but it was something that I want to do, even though I was dealing with sickness or dealing with car issues. God is like, nah, I'm going to push you back. I'm going to stick you down. And once God pushed me back to the point where my health is making me sit down and I could not do anything like I used to. I couldn't drive anymore. I couldn't eat much anymore. I couldn't see much anymore. People who have experienced vertigo, they will tell you it is one of the worst things to go through. It's very hard to go through something like that because it affects your mind and your mental health. When you have vertigo, you can't control it. Especially when in my case, I can't control it. Some people can control it because there is like minor, not a big thing like mine. I would definitely talk to you guys about that and the health issue that I have, but I'm gonna keep it basic. And yes, Jamie said if you don't make the decision to rest on your own, God will do it His way. And when God does it His way, whoo-wee, that is so true. That is so true. I lived it. Okay. I lived it, and I couldn't drive anymore. This is hard. I couldn't drive anymore. I couldn't eat anymore. I can't see anymore. Yes, you're right, Jamie. You have to learn how to say no to others so you can say yes to yourself. That is so true. But also, you have to say no to yourself, because I was still trying to drive to church. I was doing the live streaming for the church. I do the camera live streaming for the church service. I was part of the event. I was part of the ministry and things like that. Sometimes it's not always saying no to other people. Sometimes you have to say no to yourself. Okay, you gotta stop being a hardhead. And once I learned to step back and sit down, because God has to push me down, I started to pay attention to something that was happening that I didn't notice. And things started to change. And your boundaries, when it comes to your boundaries, you notice your boundaries is like a little shaking. Something's not right with your boundaries, because some people will, first of all, they may have took advantage of you more than you thought you knew. Like, you didn't realize that people were taking advantage of you. Or it's possible that you are not there's some things that you gotta work on yourself. It's a lot of things. And from my experience, I have noticed some things about some people. And I'm gonna be honest. It was really, 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 really shocking. Really shocking. And it helped me to fix or improve my boundary, because I did learn how to set up my boundary because of another incident that happened before last year. It was really like disrespectful. A person was very disrespectful, but I was tolerating them, and I kept going, and then it's just whatever. And then it happened again, and it wasn't that the person was necessarily disrespectful. You start to notice what people want from you, what people expect from you, what people got comfortable with you. They get too familiar with you. Now, when you set your boundary, people gonna start that, ooh, what's up with her? Ooh, what's up with him? Ooh, who are you now? Ooh, you changed. Ooh, what's that? What's that? I didn't know at the time that when people act like that, that can mean that they got used to what you allowed them to do all the time. Hi, Jessica, Jasper. Yes. And yes, I'm Tisha. Thank you. I'm Tisha. I'm just like sharing my story, sharing my experience that I think people need to know, because yes, we hear it all the time, but some messages don't get to you. You don't always understand what people mean by setting your boundary and stepping back. A lot of time people don't step back. They always have to be forced back. Like God has to force me back, and I have to stay back. Then as time goes on, I learned to step back and say no to some people. I mean, right now, I am no longer connected to some people, no longer in the same business, no longer driving my car, no longer like it's a lot of things that have changed with me because of my health woke me up. And it's funny because my health makes me go to sleep. But when you sleep and when you sit still, you start paying attention and you start to watch and you start to observe a lot of things. People have no idea what I have been seeing. People have no idea what I've noticed. People have no idea what I know. Because when you keep moving every day in your life, you keep moving every day, you miss out. You miss a lot of things. And there were times I was feeling like unhappy because I know I was meant to grow. I knew I was meant to create an impact, but I was not happy where I was at. And I didn't know that there was something and some people and some situations that was holding me back, or maybe shrinking me, trying to keep me small. Stay right here. Stay right here. You stay right there. Do what I tell you to do. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. Do. Okay. Yeah, good job. You do exactly what I say. Good job. I'm proud of you. Oh, thank you. No. Hi, Dawn. No. Okay. when you feel in your soul you're not happy, something is wrong, and God has to find a way of proving that to you, showing that to you. And right now, I'm grateful for the situation that I have been through. I'm grateful for the people. I'm grateful for God. First of all, I'm so grateful for God waking me up. It's okay to step back, because when you step back, new things start to happen for you. New things. And when you step back, you are no longer pleasing people. You start, I'm sorry, the thing is bad. Anyway, right. You are no longer shrinking yourself for other people. You are no longer, like, you know there's more to you. You know there's more in your heart, that you are meant for more. But people are telling you, no, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, 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 no. When you allow people to tell you what you are meant to be, then it's like you are staying at a place that you are staying in a place that's good enough and comfortable for them to handle you. It's like controlling you, really. Really. And just thinking of it bad. Anyway, and another thing I noticed when I was setting my boundaries, it started to expose people. It started to expose some situation. It started to expose something about you, yourself, right? And the first time I noticed my boundaries started to expose some people, you have no idea. I'm like, and it was all over a misunderstanding or a miscommunication. That's all it took. This one small misunderstanding that blew everything wide open. And that was when I was sick. I thought it's something going on with me. I thought there was something that I needed to work on. I thought I was blah, 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 blah. But as the time went on, you start to notice the pattern. And when you notice the pattern, you start to think back, ooh, you did that before. And I allowed you to do that to me. And blah, 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 blah. That's why I say you gotta set your boundaries. Start saying no to people and watch what they do. Start saying no to people and watch what they say. See what they say. Right? And step back and watch. And you watch. You know, it's like, you know, when what season? Is this football season or basketball season? What season we in right now? I don't know what sport. But anyway, when you watch sport on TV, yeah, you know exactly what I mean. When you watch the TV and you watch sport on TV, you got people in the area, like, you know, having the game and all that. They only see what they see in front of them because they moving, they passing the ball, they whatever sport it is, whatever. Football, it's football season, okay. So football season. Yeah, cause basketball is over this time. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot. Anyway, football season. They tackling, they huddle, they pushing, they touchdown. They only see what's in front of them. They only see they only hear what they're told. The captain tell them what to do, the coach tell them what to do, whatever. The referee tell them what to do, whatever. They only see and hear what's in front of them. But we, the people watching TV, we see more. We see the crowd, we see the reporter, we see both sides of the team. Ooh. You see both sides of the team. You can hear what both sides of the team are saying. That's the same idea when you step back and pay attention to what's going on around you, because you too busy getting in and being blinded by a lot of things that people are doing to you, blinded by a lot of things that you allowed to happen, blinded by a lot of things that you need to be working on, but you didn't do it, blinded because you're moving and constantly moving too much. But when you step back and you notice something, you're like, aha, ooh, aha. Then you set your boundary and people are like, ooh, what's up with you? They don't know you started something that they didn't know. You understand? Hi, Letitia, hi. They don't know you started something. And then it is like, it teaches you something about them, and it teaches you something about yourself, right? I want y'all to start being quiet. Like me, when I step back from a lot of things, step back and have been quiet, you will start to notice more noise that's going on. And it kind of help you to understand more about yourself, understand more about what's going on around you and the people around you. And sometimes God is trying to tell you something, but he can't tell you until you sit down and be quiet and just listen with your ears, with your eyes, and with your heart. Listen with your heart. All right? Start saying no to people. I know you hear that a lot. Yes, I know you hear that a lot. But I'm telling you, when you say no, it's like say no to people and say yes to God. Say no to people and say yes to God. Because when you say yes to God, you're saying yes to yourself. You want God to bless you with a vision that to see what you have not seen. To give you what you asked for that you haven't received. But he can't help you. He can't show you until you sit down and okay and pay attention. So Jamie is saying God takes you through different seasons of life to teach you, mold you, shape you. You learn different experiences. You gain wisdom about yourself and others. Whew, yes, that is true. That is true. That is very true. I think that we got too caught up in our everyday life. We got caught up in the chaos that's happening, and we start to worry, and we start to panic. We start to start to get paranoid, and the mental health is on the rise. Oh my God, mental health, man. Hi, Amber. How are you, love? the mental health is on the rise. It's so, it's just so, every news is always something about mental health. And I noticed that all of that started changing since COVID. Yes, COVID had increased the technology, the use of technology, yes. But it also decreased the touch of love. What happened to the love? Where's the love at? This is really, this is why I say step back. I need y'all to step back. I have to do it because God forced me, and then my heart forced me, and then I decided to step back. And a lot of the things that was happening with the president, with the white guy at the university, I mean, it's just the death, it just so it became so. It seems like we became so numb, and we started recording stuff. We started talking about it. We started arguing. I mean, we've been arguing. I mean, it's nothing different, but it's to the point where people get too comfortable doing that. Nobody really settled their boundaries. Nobody is stepping back and paying attention to what is really going on with life. I learned all of this since last year, like 1 year right now. After my own personal conflict with some people, my own personal health journey, my own personal spiritual journey, that I learned this and how everything was happening with the world. Step back. Just step back and watch. Stop talking. All this blah, 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 blah. That was, people stop listening. People stop listening. Hi, Nathan. Nathan, how are you? People have stopped listening to people have stopped listening to what was I about to say? People have stopped listening. Okay. All that talking. People are getting too comfortable with all that talking. And nobody's doing that. All that talking, nobody stopped to listen. Nobody stopped to pay attention to what is really being said, especially when it comes to mental health. Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear what someone is trying to tell you? And it's so little words, but we were too busy moving, too busy worrying about our stuff, too busy moving fast. And next thing you know, people are gone. I mean, I just couldn't. COVID changed a lot of things. And this whole AI stuff, it's just, that's another story for another time. So I just want to say, setting my boundaries has been the most amazing thing I have ever done in my life, because it taught me a lot about myself, and it showed me a lot about some people that I thought were meant to be in my life, or meant to be a part of my journey, or meant to be a part of my mission. Yeah, I thank God for that. I really thank God for that. Nathan was saying, hey, Katrina Parker, I see you. The part of being quiet and silent. Hi, Katrina. I love you, cousin. Ooh, I got the package, so I'm about to send it to you. I'm going to do another live or maybe a video because I have to open the package and I will mail it to you. But anyway, sorry. Nathan. So, yeah, I see you. The part of being quiet and silent. Yes, I'm one of them. I tend to be quiet to avoid as much people and family. Nothing good but bad, of course. Nothing good but bad, of course. Ooh, really? Okay. Nothing good but bad, of course. Same time, overthinking, like you said, might be related with the death. I lost 2 people in my life, and I have 1 more person in my life to look out. Is my mother. Wow. I'm trying to get as much time with her as I can see you can. Honor your mother and your father. Spend as much time as you can. If you're close to her, spend as much time if you can. I understand if you fall, it's sometimes hard, but it doesn't hurt to call, FaceTime. Tomorrow is never promised. And yes, I understand about being quiet, but I don't mean being quiet doesn't mean avoiding. I think that's what some people misunderstood with. And some people I know did that to me. Darn, it's not me. That's my friend Nathan comment. I'm just interpreting, repeating his comment. But yeah. Being quiet. You have your own reason why you're quiet. And if you're being quiet to avoid things, then nothing will change. It's not. Nothing will change. Because you have to know your reason why you do that. I had someone who assumed that I was quiet and they thought I'm avoiding them because I was quiet. But that's not true. I'm not quiet because I'm avoiding people. No. I was quiet because I noticed things about people and myself. I noticed what people were doing. I noticed what people were saying. And I was quiet because I was, what do you call it? I was not testing. It's something else. I was waiting. I was waiting for if they understood me. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason why I was quiet. And I was also quiet because I was dealing with my health issue at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? So, when I say be quiet, I don't mean be quiet to avoid people. Because when you are avoiding people, you're just allowing things to happen to you all the time. It's going to keep happening over and over and over and over and over. Like, but why? Don't do it to avoid people. Take that time when you're quiet. Take that time to work on your stuff. Changing your mindset. Changing your environment. What is it you want out of life? What kind of relationship are you looking for? What are you looking for in life? Take that quiet time to change something. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, Jessica, thank you, yes. Because I'm going to be honest. Yes, yes, right. Jamie, quiet is more like a self-reflection. What's the time? Self-reflecting. Oh, self-reflecting. Self-reflecting. Being, being more self-aware for awareness. And that is true. Brianna Bates was saying, I can relate, Katrina. This is your experience, your journey. Keep doing you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. I just wanted to share my input about, because people haven't seen me for a long time and they're curious, I get it, but I'm on here to share something that I went through, just the base of it. I'm not going to go deep. Someday I will do my story and I will go like deeper into my story to share something with you when I'm ready. But right now, just the basic of what I'm saying about setting your boundaries and stepping back. Excuse me, stepping back. Mind you, when you're quiet, some people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, you avoiding me." Oh yeah, it could be true. It could be true, but it doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to. You understand? Like, why are you quiet? Why are you stepping back? Are you afraid of something? Are you tired of something? Are you upset about something? Are you frustrated about something? Are you like I got quiet for something good. I did. I got quiet because I wanted more out of life. I wanted to learn more things. I was reading books. I was reading this book. Oh my God. This book is mind blowing. Every day in this community. Okay. Okay. I got you. Alright. Every day in this community that I am in, the Girl Hold My Hand community, we have book read every day at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We read this book. Mind blowing. I can't wait to share with you guys on another live. I think this is long enough. I don't want to give you too much because I want to stay on the point about your boundaries and step it back. Okay? So Brianna was saying, only you know the reason for being quiet. Don't let anyone manipulate you or make you feel like you have to over-explain yourself. Now, let me tell you. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you for pointing that out, Brianna. That was one of the things, part of my journey of being quiet, because I had noticed that I tend to over-explain myself. Whew! Then I tell you, that was one of the reasons why I had set my boundary for some people. Then, I'm so glad you put that out. Because when I was sick, this was the beginning of October of last year. Well, not the beginning, like the beginning of November last year. Ooh-wee. At first, I was explaining myself. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I'm doing. No, I don't want to do it. What you mean? Oh, because, well, I'm explaining this, blah, blah, blah. I'm explaining. And then I'm like, hold on. Why am I even explaining? Because, first of all, if especially when it's with people who you known for many years, if you really knew who I was, if you really knew who Katrina was, why am I explaining myself to you? Why? And why keep explaining yourself when people have no intention of trying to understand you? Because mind you, people got too comfortable with you. And when you try to explain all of this stuff, that's when you should realize that nobody or whoever that person is didn't really care about you as a person, okay? They only care about what you do and have done for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all follow me? So I stopped explaining my stuff. And you know what happened? Oh, hello. Oh, you got a problem. You have a problem. Oh, you think you're better than me? Oh. I mean, you have no idea a lot of the things that I've noticed when I stopped explaining myself. The other thing about explaining your stuff is that you are doing that to please other people. I mean, why you gotta explain your stuff? You owe no, let me tell y'all something. You owe no explanation to anyone but your parents and God. You understand? Because if you are telling people to help them understand you and they refuse to understand you, what's the point? What's the point? You just wasted your time, your money, your peace, your health, your whatever, your boundaries, you just wasting your time on people that don't even care about you. You are not where you want to be because you allow people to kind of control you because you have to explain to them for them to be satisfied with you. Man, nah. Yes, that's true, Jamie. When you stop explaining, they say you change. That is true. Brianna said, don't even stress about it. You're on the right path. Remind yourself, people gonna talk about you regardless you doing good or bad. And people love to bring up about people past the old version of you. Keep them away from you. if they really want to see you happy and flourish, they will allow you to without judging. Nobody knows how far you have came but you. That is true. That is true. That is true. I'm not saying that right here because I'm still stressed about it. I've been cut people go. I've been stopped explaining my stuff. I've been stopped being connected to some thing that was not in alignment with the truth. Let me tell you. That's the story for another time. That is the story for another time. Like, I'm not stressed out. I'm just grateful, to be honest. I'm just grateful for the wake up call. I'm just grateful for stepping back. I'm just grateful. Like, y'all have to understand, you can't think it's always them on the wrong style or the bad style. You can't always think like that. Like, I don't do that. I just know that I needed to cut people off. I just know that I needed to stop explaining my stuff. I just know that I needed to, like, accept the fact that I have allowed something to be happening that should not even be happening. So, you have to understand, this book, The Impersonal Life, will tell you a lot. It will help you understand why you can't always think it's about them and that they are on the wrong side or the bad side. It's not always like that. It's not. Because it has to happen. God did everything that has occurred for a reason. I'm not going to talk deep about it. I will do that on another live. But basically, it's just that things that happened didn't happen to you. It happened for you to learn, to pay attention, to make the changes that's needed. Like, and sometimes you have to understand, you have to forgive people because sometimes they don't know. Forgive them for they know what not they are doing. And maybe it's you too. And maybe it's me too. You gotta learn to forgive, but don't forget. Alright? So, I am not gonna keep talking about it. My whole life story in one live, I'm not gonna do that. But it was so good to have this conversation with you guys. And Fiona was added a comment to say, accept your flaws. We often will be self-centered to evaluate what we need to improve with our stuff. That's important to increase self-awareness. I need my pen. Okay. So let me read it again. Accept your flaws. We often will be self-centered to evaluate what we need to improve with our stuff. That's important to increase self-awareness. Starting boundaries is most common and people don't know how to do. I must admit, I've cut people off, and I'm still learning things. Enjoy the rest of the week, even. Thank you so much. Yes, that's a true fact, Brianna. Brianna, thank you. I need to know your sign in. Okay, so that is true. Starting boundaries seems to be something that people still need to learn how to do. It's easier said than done because sometimes we don't even know what boundaries look like. We don't know how to set the boundary. We don't know what kind of boundary we can, like, it's a lot. And I thought it was easy. I thought I had boundaries, but it's a lot more to it. And I think it's because of what we allow to happen that we feel uncomfortable with saying, like, adding extra boundary. Excuse me. I think that it would be great if people would have a coach. Everyone should have a mindset coach. I have my own mindset coach. Okay. I have different coaches and mentors. I have my own mindset mentor or coach. Understand? And she's amazing. She's very amazing. I've learned a lot. People don't know how far I came from, how I am. It's so anyway. Yeah. Maybe we can talk about boundaries on another live. Get a little deeper, discuss about the boundaries and things like that. Yep. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing your input. Thank you for sharing the love. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys next time. If you are, I am in a new business. And if you are interested in what I am in, look at my skin, it's so nice. Let me know. I am in a new business in the beauty, healthcare, and inside and outside stuff care. So if you are interested, let me know. I will definitely talk more about what I am, the new journey I have been a part of. Okay, it's gonna be so good. Okay, so thank you. No problem. Thank you for giving me the space to be vulnerable and transparent. Thank you so much. And that's only the surface. I have not gotten to the real deal, deep. Not yet, but it's possible. And I thank you for giving me the time to share that with you. So thank you and have an amazing night. Love you.